for Ohio State.
You've waited all day for this.
He's stealing away. He's going to take it to the house. 85 yards. Down the right side going Devin Smith. Got it at the 5 and into the end zone. Touchdown.
The one show that's nothing but the Buckeyes.
Oh, Graham Rucker for the touchdown. Graham shoots it high on the right for 3.
This is the Buckeye Show.
Indeed, it is the Buckeye Show. I am Tito. To my right, Ty Sixes, Tyvis Powell. To my righter, Timmy Hall, normal host of this show. Tyvis,
It's so weird just seeing him there.
Tyvis, I just want to look. They're trying to frame this like Tim just wants to be on the air because it's the Buckeye week, and he did another show because of Rothman Day. Honestly, if you look over there, he's got a clipboard and a checklist. My man is judging me. This is going to all turn into some kind of forms for you. Okay, you watch how many times he does a check mark or writes something down.
You got a clipboard over there?
Could you give me a pen, Tyvis?
Exactly.
Could you pass me
not
a
a
pen?
red one. Not a red one. Not a red one.
Make some notes about this.
Take some notes on this.
I'm going to be checking the teases.
That's all you got to know. The time. I'm watching the damn
looking at the
clock.
clock.
Yes.
You going to break yet, Tito?
Oh, hey.
You going to break yet?
You know what? This is awesome. I'm not nervous at all. Tyvis, how are you today, brother?
Oh, I'm fantastic. You know, I had a good day, and I had to go to Cleveland, do the show. I had a good time up there. We did we released the video of me versus Jay Crawford at Progressive Field.
Yeah. How'd that go? Did you hit one out or not?
I hit it to the fence. The back
What
does that mean?
Yes or no kind of question. Did you hit one out?
You dribbled one to the
I
fence?
hit it to the, you know
And it
what?
bounced and bounced and bounced.
In the break, I'm going to show y'all the video, and I'm going to let y'all just be the judge.
Like a gapper?
I just say Jay Crawford is really good at baseball.
Now, first of all, Jay Crawford's like 60.
So what?
Okay? He's
still
not
got it.
bringing the heat.
No, his placement on the ball is nice.
Oh,
though. Like he got a nice little
Did he set it up on the tee for you perfectly? Does that?
So what you talking about when I got the hit? When I got the
you
good
hit
hit?
off a tee, right?
Well, don't play with me.
Wait, so Jay was pitching to you, or I thought this was you both stepped in the box and took some BP?
He was pitching to me.
He was pitching to you.
Yeah.
Exactly. You know what? Well, my grandfather used to pitch wiffle ball to me. I was crushing it.
Wiffle ball can be hard to make contact.
Exactly.
Wait a minute.
You ever do beach wiffle ball? Into the wind?
Oh, no, there's no way I can't do it.
Oh, it's so fun.
How old were you? Because wiffle ball is like we were in the big leagues here. I felt like Big Christmas when I hit the ball. Like, I'm not gonna lie. Like, you know how the thing is, people don't get to experience this. You know how you watch baseball and you see a dude hit the ball and he instantly dropped it back because he knows. I felt like that in the moment. But when it dropped short, like I was like, "Oh shoot!" Like it wasn't, I didn't get it full experience.
You can't do that.
So
you can't do that. Yeah. You got to know.
It looked good.
You got to know.
Tim, when I hit it, I said, "Oh yeah, that's it right there." And then it kind of just
you pulled it to left, right?
No, it was straight down the middle. So I'm going from 400.
No,
400. So you know it ain't a fluke. 400
straightaway center. No.
And so another game Tyvis plays, another baseball/softball without a home run, right? And you guarantee you hit one out against Jay Crawford. You told me you were going to hit one out.
I thought it was.
I know you thought it was. I know.
That's a bad guarantee. In a major league ballpark.
I should have juiced before the competition. I should have did some juice.
And you would have been fine. Pirates Hall of Fame, just not real Hall of Fame.
Exactly. Timmy, how are you today, buddy?
I'm good. It's just exciting,
I know, man, it's here.
We do this every year, and I think by the time you say goodbye to July, the summer just starts getting faster and faster and faster, and then we're here, and just been talking to a lot of different people at work today, like Jen Winters, who will help us set up our tailgate on Lane, the Ozone tailgate, and then that fires up, and we'll be doing the double barrel pregame shows like we always do.
Are you doing stage announcements?
Yeah, stage announcements. Boom Heron is going to be out there.
Oh, really?
With us for this first one on Saturday.
Oh, that's cool.
Yeah,
Nice.
Dane had a scheduling conflict, so he was going to do as many as he could, but he could not do this Saturday, so it gave us the opportunity to go out and find another great former Buckeye to help us out. And so talked to Boom Heron on the phone. Seems like a really cool guy. I don't think I've ever met him formally in person. I know I heard him jumped on the broadcast with you guys and you were yucking it up. And I've seen him. I might even have a home run call of a Boom Heron home run at the Cardale event from a year or two earlier. But he seems awesome, so it's going to be fun. I saw Beanie today. That was great.
Oh, I miss Beanie.
Yeah, Beanie was here. He still comes in once a week to do a hit for 10 TV.
Okay.
So it's usually Tuesdays and then Jim Lachey is just still a giant hulk of a man, and he came in here to do the hit too, and Coach Cooper. So it's just been great. Just getting excited for Buckeye football. We're here.
That's what's great about this place too, is all the former athletes, former Buckeye players that come through here. We get to interact with them and talk. Hear some of the stories and things like that.
You talk to me all the time.
I do. We talk a lot about Cardale. You and I do, and about how great he was that year.
No. Great.
Yeah, Cardale and JT. They carried that team. They were awesome.
I'm not going to
Zeke too. I think
Zeke. Zeke, man, I'm telling you, that offense.
Darren Lee really carried that defense.
The disrespect, man.
That offense. Look, you had great linebackers and great defensive linemen that helped compensate for some of the deficiencies in the defensive backfield. But hey, I love doing this with you.
Joshua Perry was key.
Oh God, Joshua Perry was so good.
So forget all the picks that we got in the secondary.
Well, I remember the Duran Grant picks.
Yeah. God, he was a ball hawk. Dude had a nose for the football, man.
You know what? You two, y'all two are sicker than those two dudes behind the glass back there. That's what y'all are.
Steve Miller, he made a great play. That was awesome.
That defense, man. What I don't like, though, is when people get interception in the end zone and run it out when they don't need to. When it's just the game's already clinched things,
Tito,
it's over. You don't have to run it out. Just take a knee. Fundamental football.
So you mean to tell me that if you were playing Alabama, you wouldn't have gotten that pick and ran it out?
No, I would have done what's best for the team. Team first for me.
Yeah, run it out.
Nah,
they wanted it.
Just take a knee and just let's.
They wanted it to happen.
Couple of bad things.
So let me ask you this, because this is the part of the story that nobody talks about. Okay. Nobody talks about this part of the story. Go back, watch the clip. When I get the pick and I turn around, nobody says, y'all don't see Armani standing right there saying, "Come on, let's go."
Oh, so that makes
it okay.
You said make it right.
So I'm gonna ignore my teammate.
Tyvis, I'm just gonna tell you this. Tyvis, I love you.
He did.
Tyvis, I love you.
Oh my goodness.
But there's a reason you're playing defense.
What's that supposed to mean?
It's not because you can catch the ball and run well, and it's not because you're a great runner. You're playing defense because you're a great defender.
No.
We don't put Zeke in the defensive backfield.
So when you go look up Tyvis Powell, out of high school.
Oh, don't do high school. No, don't do that. Hey, go back to high school. I was on the no team. Okay, we're not going to talk about high school.
Tyvis Powell 24/7. Yeah. It says ATH. That's what it says.
Does it now?
ATH.
Well, I don't know.
Come on now.
I don't know if the rankings go back that far.
Position, because he can do it all. He can do it all.
Should I go
Your profile has probably been turned off by the internet.
Let me log into my AOL account and see if I see you on there.
Do your Googles.
Does your MySpace page say that?
It's Googleable. Cole, what it say?
Googleable.
Ask Cole what it say.
Okay, yes.
I'm working on it.
ATH, I'm telling you.
You see, you can't find it.
No one can find it. Yeah.
ATH.
You got to go back and get an older computer to look it up.
It says ATH.
You know what that means?
We don't know what this guy
position.
is.
We don't know what you are.
He's
defensive backs.
He's so good that he can do it all.
Utility is what it should have said. UTIL.
Usually those ATHs turn into star quarterbacks or receivers, right? Not corner/safeties.
ATH, man. Hey, not positionless.
We're kidding, Tyvis. We're kidding.
You know we love you.
We know you so well, you don't even feel like the former Buckeye athlete anymore.
Yeah,
you just feel like a human being.
That was 2 lifetimes ago for me. So, college was a lifetime, the NFL was a lifetime, and now post NFL is another lifetime.
I know. And now it's onto your media career.
I'm not
your burgeoning media career.
I wouldn't call myself a media member. I'm a former athlete.
Dude, you are what you are.
You don't think you're a media member?
No.
What the hell is wrong with you? Of course you're media.
I'm not. No, I'm not.
You make comments, don't you?
You
make good comments during the games.
No.
He had that one really interesting comment.
Don't confuse this. This is not. I am not a media guy. I'm a former
that one really interesting one. Tyvis.
Come on, Tyvis.
I'm not a media member.
You're one of us.
I'm not a reporter.
We didn't say reporter.
Reporter's different. I'm not a reporter.
Yes, you can be a media member, but not be a reporter.
I'm not a media member. Listen.
What are you doing right now?
I'm going to go get my badge out of the car for the Browns. It says game services. Everybody else
Why do we put that on
media.
his badge?
They say media because he's a media member.
I'm getting you a new badge.
Yeah, we got to fix that. I can
do that tomorrow.
Services.
We need to say ATH or UTIL. Something like that.
ATH.
I am not a media member. I don't care what nobody says.
I don't know how you can say that.
I'm not.
You know what? I tell myself I'm a media member.
Just remember, it's not a lie if you believe it.
You're more like a hybrid, Tito.
I'm not even that. Seriously. Every time I get a call to come in and fill in, I really want to ask, how many people did you call first? I want to know
that's
that.
a Tim question.
Why no? I'm not going to do it because it's unprofessional. Like I always say, is Baker unavailable?
If you must know,
yes.
It just sort of goes by feel between you and Baker. Yeah. It just kind of goes by feel and what Baker's already doing. But you're a prime guy for us here.
I appreciate that. I wasn't even fishing for a compliment. I love doing this stuff with you, Tyvis.
I'm filling in tomorrow, and I just found out like 15 minutes ago. So.
On Rothman and Ice?
You did not. I asked you about that yesterday.
Well, it confirmed.
What do you want me to do? We have a sick man. We have a man down, Anthony Rothman.
So sorry AR didn't get sick in advance to tell you.
What do you want to do? Do you think I wanted to call Tito at 11 a.m. day of where we had a big play-by-play event?
Right.
No, but I was dying.
Yeah,
people are dying.
Just saying.
You're a media member, but you're also kind of a prima donna. Let's be honest. The fact that you're upset that
I'm neither one.
That's the one thing that he isn't, and that's why I like Tyvis.
I'm actually neither.
I got a feeling you could. I'm not saying you are with me, and we're on the show and stuff, but I've got a feeling there's a little bit of high maintenance in you sometimes.
No, I'm actually like easy. I'm easy.
Agree to disagree.
I'm easy like Sunday morning.
I asked him yesterday if he went to church on Sunday, and he said no, but I should have. And
because you better be praying for what's about to happen.
I said,
to you
your prayers were answered. I'm working with you on Tuesday.
Bo Bishop chimes in and he says, if you take the money, you are a media member.
Yeah.
You know what? Yes.
Well,
you ain't no volunteer.
I hereby I forfeit my.
Yeah. Tyvis, don't do that. I'll take it. You could just slide it over to me. I'll keep that media tag for you.
No former athlete is a media member. They're a former athlete.
Some are former athletes, yes.
Like when I look at Nate Burleson, I don't look at him like a media member.
He's a media member.
He's a former NFL player.
I bet you he'll tell us he is in the media.
So,
and why do you do stuff like this?
It's a stigma.
Herm Edwards is in the media?
A stigma?
It's a stigma behind being a media.
What are we talking about?
It
COVID?
Is. Like, listen, when you're around athletes.
We're talking about erectile dysfunction now?
By the way, that's the part. I hear
Tito.
Tim Hall and I hear Scotty Vegas talk about erectile dysfunction enough. I don't need to hear it from them anymore.
Well, I got bad news.
How to fix my weekend when my weekend's fine. I don't need to hear Tim Hall telling me.
But I make it fun, don't I?
Yeah, that's a lot of fun in that. You're right, you do. All right, coming up next. What the hell? I had like 5 things to talk about. Now we're going to save them. That's good. Ryan Day spoke about the offense. We'll hear what his expectations are for Will Howard. We'll do that next. I'm 46 seconds late. This is The Fan.
Unlike your deadbeat uncle, we'll never leave you stranded in a ditch when you were 6. This promo may have been a touch too specific. The Fan.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh my, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
The drums bang, the flame sparks, the trumpets blow, the hot dogs sizzle, the crowd cheers, the fans eat. The sounds of Buckeye football are synonymous with the best damn band in the land in the stadium and the Weber Grills outside the stadium. Weber is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. To celebrate another season, Weber is launching a limited edition Ohio State grill, inspired by our Buckeye helmets. Get the best damn grill in the land at Ohio area retailers near you ahead of the football season.
It's Toyota's national sales event with more all-wheel drive choices than anyone else, including Toyota's lineup of go-anywhere, do-anything trucks, like the powerful new Tundra. Now through September 3rd, you can get a new Tundra with low-rate financing, special leases, or customer cash up to $2,000, depending on model. And the 2024 Tacoma is now arriving at your Toyota dealer with dominating power, legendary capability, and captivating style. Get details at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It is time to square off against overpriced family dinners with Donato's all-new bakery crust pizza. A square-cut, thicker bakery-style crust with smoked provolone cheese and Donato's fresh toppings. plus your choice of marinara, ranch, or garlic sauce for dipping. The crust is thicker, but the deal is the kicker. Right now, you can get 2 one-topping bakery crust pizzas for just $19.99. It's a whole lot of pizza for not a lot of dough. Order with the app or at Donatos.com.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
The Fan app is about to become your new best friend. Your one-stop shop for all your favorite fan shows. ESPN Columbus and BetQL. Live or on demand, listen on your schedule. Download the 97.1 The Fan app today. It's free. Do it.
Hello, it's John Kozik, founder and president of TurboTrack Realty, and I buy real estate as is, fast for cash. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000. I buy vacant properties, inherited homes, divorce situations, death in the family. I even buy my tenants won't pay me the rent houses. Give us a call today for an all-cash offer at 614-470-2000, 614-470-2000.
Do you have foot pain? Foot pain is not normal regardless of your age or job. Podiatric physicians are the most qualified doctors to care for your feet and can provide important foot care solutions or shoe inserts to better manage foot pain. Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association podiatric physicians are located throughout the state and are dedicated to providing the highest quality foot and ankle care. We've been serving the profession and the public for over 100 years. For more information or to find a member of the Ohio Foot and Ankle Medical Association near you, visit ohiofoot.org.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Hot and humid, a heat advisory through 8 o'clock on this Tuesday. Temperatures in the mid to upper 90s. Only cooling off to the mid 70s for Wednesday morning. Slight chance of a shower early. Better chance of a thunderstorm late in the day Wednesday. And in between, more heat and more humidity. Temperatures in the upper 90s in a heat advisory again through Wednesday evening. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
Brace yourselves for more Buckeye banter. This is the Buckeye Show.
All right, Buckeye Show, we are back, sponsored by Coors Light and CareSource. And now I'm going to turn things over to you, Tim.
Well, thank you, Tito. And I really do appreciate you hosting the show tonight.
My pleasure, my friend.
And I'm just happy to be here for the first hour because it's Buckeye Game Week.
Mm-hmm.
Because work's my favorite, Tyvis.
We love you here, Tim.
Yeah, I've made work my new favorite.
Good job.
As you always have.
Yes.
You member of the media, you.
Media mogul is what it says on the chat. Cody said media mogul.
They're lying to themselves.
But I wasn't joking. I really did. And I wanted to do this mainly for Tito because he's here. I wanted to tell everybody about my friends at Tri-State Men's Health. Because, Tito, you know when ED becomes a problem, when erectile dysfunction becomes a problem, you don't want to let that stigma hold you back, right? You want to go out there and seek the best treatment that is available.
Yes.
Because ED is a terrible condition. I mean, you know that better than anybody. It causes stresses in relationships. It creates anxiety, undue hardships on a man, and often... Tyvis, why are you laughing, Tyvis? Come on, keep it together. And often on their partner as well. Yet many men will suffer for years without seeking treatment. You don't have to be afraid. It doesn't have to be a bother anymore. Just see Tri-State Men's Health. Go to the website, tristatemenshealth.com. They've got lovely facilities here in Ohio, 2 in Central Ohio, Westerville, and the one in Hilliard, right there off of 270 on Cemetery Road. So tell them Timmy Hall sent you. They've got some treatments with success rates well over 90%. And some can have you last for how long, Tyvis?
An hour or more.
Yeehaw! An hour or more. Put some zip on that spiral.
Ding, ding.
Say goodbye to ED. Tri-State Men's Health.
All right. There you go, Tito.
You don't have to be afraid anymore.
The way that Tim presented that, same way Shark presents and do like their whole gambling stuff they talk about. It says gambling problem. Tito, call 1-800-GAMBLER. He always says Tito on that one. I'm in the show.
Yeah, as you do. By the way, I put out on Twitter.
Yeah.
I'll put this on our Buckeye Show account too, at the Buckeye Show. Is Tyvis a media member? We're going to settle this real close.
No.
I mean, we're going to settle this real soon.
Yeah, that's good.
The answer is yes. It's going to be like 93% yes.
Do like former player or media member. Like do that. Can you do that? 2 options.
I don't
want to put yes or no.
No.
No. I did hear for a T-shirt, which is a different show usually. There's another show always is T-shirts, but they had one. Someone had one here. Forrest Watts Underground. Tyvis's head on the front and ATH on the back of the T-shirt.
I like that.
That's a good idea.
Should it say media member?
It should. Yeah, it should say media member underneath it. Yes, I think so.
Not a media.
It'd just be a work badge. We could do a Tyvis Powell work badge with ATH/media member.
It feels like what he's doing here is trying to get us to get him a media badge.
I'm going to go ahead and vote on this. No.
What he's saying basically is he's the modern Cordell Stewart.
Yeah.
He's Slash.
Slash is what you are. That's true. That's a good way to put it. You're Slash.
I don't know what that means.
You know who Cordell Stewart is?
Yes, I know who Cordell Stewart is.
He played a little
quarterback,
little receiver.
He's known for his Hail Mary.
Return punts. He's what?
He's known for his Hail Mary.
Known for Hail Mary against Michigan. Yeah, to Westbrook. Yeah.
Michael Westbrook, Washington Redskin.
That's right. Yes.
If Urban was understood his personnel just a little bit more,
could have been you. You could have been Chris Gamble.
He would have put me at wide receiver, a little slot, little returner. I could do it all, Tito. I'm just saying.
Okay. Tyvis, did you find? I'm sure you did. Did you find the end zone in college?
No.
You didn't get a touchdown?
No.
He got scored on. He was in there.
What's that supposed to mean?
Well, you found the end zone just for playing defense at the time.
Standing in the end zone when touchdowns were had.
I'm sitting here trying to think, did I get scored on in college?
Oh, come on. You tell me you never got scored on in college. Not once? Seriously? That's a fantastic compliment.
No, I'm sure I did. I'm just trying to figure out. I'm trying to think when I did.
Tyvis, we just had you retell the great story of the national championship game against Oregon.
But that was my fault. I didn't I'm talking like
you really
contesting
didn't get
the ball.
Scored on.
We going for the ball and we both going up to try to contest it. And he catches it and scores.
Right.
I'm trying to think. I'm sure it's happened. I just can't think of it off the top of my head.
I'm going to guess that it had. And
I tell you what.
You're still a good player.
Can I tell a quick story right quick? Quick story. This is a scary moment. Very scary moment. And this happened to me my first year starting. So 2013 season. It was the game that CB tore his Achilles. We was playing Wisconsin. All right? Listen. This was scared as I ever been. We get down there. Wisconsin is driving down the field.
Okay.
And they came out in a set with for some odd reason, I was checking the tight end, which shouldn't have been a thing because I was playing nickel. So it should have been in base. But for some odd reason, we was in nickel and I was checking the tight end. And I remember it was like a pivotal moment in the game where if they scored, like either they was going to be winning or something like that.
Yeah, because wasn't that an overtime win?
I don't think
it was a one-possession game.
But it was a close game.
It was.
And my coach had just told me, he was like, they're going to try to throw to that tight end. Don't let them score.
Right.
So the dude gets behind me.
Tight end does?
Throws to the tight end in the end zone. He catches the thing, but I fall on top of him, and the ball bounced out his hand. When I tell you, I was so scared.
You still probably called hell and film, didn't you?
He caught it. I was like, they going to kill me when I get to the sideline.
You still called hell for it, though, didn't you?
Yes.
I'm sure you did. I mean,
yes.
Because
he was like, you better be glad he let that ball.
Yeah.
You didn't get your arm in there and rip it.
He just fell on
did your best.
Boom, and he dropped the ball. I was like, oh my goodness, thank you.
Wow.
Oh man,
that's quite the story.
It was scary. It was very scary.
Obviously, you needed that game.
Yeah.
I would do the thing.
They'd have put me on the bench. I'd have been the best water boy this university has ever seen after that.
That's high quality H2O.
You ever wonder? I haven't seen that movie, but I get the reference.
Shut up.
Well, you ain't never seen The Water Boy?
I get the reference.
No. I get the reference. Just with voice. It was a sailor voice. It was about water. So I figured that's what it was.
At least you got the reference.
I got the reference.
You know what? It's one of the worst movies ever made, but it's awesome at the same time.
I've got a list of 7 movies that I need to start. But my wife's like, you got to watch
List
these.
is bigger than 7.
I know, but
Tito.
like the new Gladiator movie comes out, and I haven't seen the first one.
Have you ever saw Shawshank Redemption?
I saw Shawshank. That's a great movie. Yeah.
Now, that's a movie that I've never watched from beginning to end.
Oh, it's great. Yeah, you got to watch it. I'm thinking about doing a bit where I do like movie reviews of movies that everyone else in the world has seen except for me. Like I've never seen The Godfathers, Rocky 1, Rocky 2.
You and Bodie could do that.
Yeah, because
it'd be great for
a modern day Siskel and Ebert for the old people out there who get that reference.
But he's seen Miracle 1,000 times.
Yeah, Miracle's great. I never saw.
Right, I have.
And I love Denzel. I never saw any of his sports movies.
What?
Like the Titans one or whatever. I've never seen that.
Are you mad?
The Titans one.
You never watched My Father?
Do you not remember the Titans? Or
I didn't remember the title, obviously.
My foot off in your John Brown hind
Or
parts.
the Friday Night Lights movie. I never saw that one either.
That's the only movie I ever cried over.
That one is?
I cried. At the end, when he didn't get it, I cried.
You know until the last time I cried watching something?
Beauty and the Beast.
No, that 14 Virginia Tech game. Coming up next, we have not gotten to Ryan Day yet. We will do it next, I promise you. This is the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Here's a listener tweet. Can I tase Common Man in the nuts? Fine by us, but he may like it. Common Man and Tebow.
Weekdays from 3 to 6.
The Fan.
Wake up. Breakfast. And Nature Made vitamins. Whatever your morning sounds like, Nature Made fits right in. Whether you're looking for vitamin C or a multivitamin to get key nutrients, we've got you covered. Now that's a good morning. We take care of you so you can take on your day. Start your day with Nature Made, the #1 pharmacist-recommended vitamin and supplement brand. Based on a survey of pharmacists who recommend branded vitamins and supplements.
James Laurinaitis here for my guys at Green & Sons, the premier Kubota dealership in Central Ohio. Green & Sons has all the Kubotas you need to tackle your land and come out a winner. They have zero-turn skid steers, tractors from 18 to 171 horsepower, and also utility vehicles. My favorite is my RTV Sidekick. The best thing about Green & Sons is they've been family-owned and operated since 1970, and you will love dealing with the Green family and their winning team. Do what I did and check out Green & Sons located in Mount Sterling and Marysville or online at greenandsons.com for all your Kubota needs.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. Back to school time. Your kids probably have fancy friends. Isn't it about time you gave them a ride to be proud of? Actually, hell with the kids. Treat yourself to a new Lexus. Right now, it's the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with rates as low as 2.99% on ES, NX, and RX, as well as great lease payments. I've been a Jermaine customer for years, even before I started doing the commercials. If you're in the market, please stop in. Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. JermaineLexus.com.
Nothing makes being outdoors better than having the right gear and the right crew. So here's an idea. Let Mountain Dew supply the gear and you bring the friends. Because when you buy specially marked multi-packs of Mountain Dew, you can collect points and earn epic limited edition outdoor gear. We're talking everything from custom Mountain Dew camp chairs and backpack coolers to exclusive Mountain Dew tents, fishing boats, and more. So buy Dew, collect points, get gear, and get outside with Mountain Dew outdoor gear.
Open to legal U.S. residents 18+, subject to program terms at dewoutdoors.com and 12/31/24, void or prohibited.
Unhealthy obsession with the Blue Jackets? We have just the remedy. Join us Wednesday nights at 7 for the Inside Edge. All the Jackets and hockey conversation you can handle. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Bob's Discount Furniture is coming to Polaris, and Bob's Discount Furniture wants you to win big this football season. It's easy. Get online and go to 971thefan.com to register to win a $1,000 gift card to Bob's Discount Furniture, so you can watch your favorite football team sitting in your new Bob's recliner or couch this season. Wow. That's $1,000 from Bob's Discount Furniture. All you have to do is register to win on the Fans Contest page at 971thefan.com. Hurry, contest ends Wednesday, August 28th. See complete contest details online at 971thefan.com.
We buy any car. Why sell your car at WeBuyAnyCar.com? Because when you trade in, you're dealing with a dealer. And sure, they're interested in a good deal. For them, not for you. Come to WeBuyAnyCar.com instead. All we do is buy cars. You get in, get out, and get paid at a fair price. So don't take chances with a trade-in. Go to WeBuyAnyCar.com for a free online valuation. Find out how much your car's worth at WeBuyAnyCar.
It's Toyota's National Sales Event, the perfect time to extend your summer fun in the all-new, all-hybrid Camry. Now through September 3rd, choose 5.25 APR financing on any new 2025 Camry. Or you can lease a Camry LE for $319 a month for 36 months with $32.99 due at signing. With approved credit through TFS, tax, title, and license extra. Call 1-888-36-TOYOTA for details or go to toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource, proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
A show that knows its enemy.
They hate us, we hate them. That's the way it's got to be.
It's Michigan, obviously. I even hate them, and I'm the impartial voice guy. Yuck. Back to the Buckeye Show.
Presented by Coors Light.
Tito is here, Tyvis is here, and I'm Timmy Hall. I'm hanging out for the first hour, even though I already worked today. Because it's game week. That's why. I'll give it to Tito just a second, but first, bye week's going to have a really fun thing here. American Nitro's Smokin' Hot Wing and Music Fest. It's presented by Lowe's. It is back for year 2. We've been talking about this. I truly cannot wait for it. So you're going to have live music, cold beer, a wing smoking competition that I get to be a judge in, food trucks, tons of wings. They're bringing in 3 tons of chicken wings for this event. And it's a great cause. We're raising money for Ghosts of War, providing immediate assistance to veterans in need. If you think you got what it takes, sign the team up at 971thefan.com. All the wings, all the smokers, they're provided for you, and you're competing for cash prizes and the coveted first place trophy. Brought to you by Claypool Electric, Equipment Share, Kenjo Outdoor, Treba Industrial Staffing, and more. What kind of wings do you like? If you're making them at home, what style? Dry rub, old-fashioned buffalo wing, smoking them, grilling them, baking them. How you doing them?
I really suck at cooking.
Fried? You're frying them at home?
Fried hard, too.
Probably, yeah. I might put them on the grill, too, but I just...
How are you frying them? You have a deep fryer?
Yes.
You have one of those big stainless deep fryers?
Well, I don't
really.
I don't.
You make your wife do it?
Yeah, but if she has the choice, she will grill them.
Hey, look,
if it's up to me, I
smoke them on the Weber kettle.
Is that pretty good?
Yeah, it works really well. Use a little indirect heat, use wood chips in there.
Do you go for like the really hot sauce?
Are you like that?
I typically will go with just the dry rub. That's me personally. Sometimes I'll use the little elevated rack for if you're going to bake them inside. If you're doing it that way, if you got one of those little elevated racks, that'll help them crisp up a lot. And you just my wife's got a good recipe where, I mean, I do it too, but we'll do like the traditional buffalo sauced wing.
Right. Yeah. Okay. I'm about to
in the
say,
oven, and that's great too.
Barbecue sauce.
I like barbecue better. Yeah.
Just like honey barbecue.
My wife, see, this is where me and my
regular
wife,
barbecue, or like a sweet and spicy barbecue.
Yeah.
This is the debate between me and my wife. She's a big buffalo. I'm a big barbecue. But we both settle for garlic parm. So there we go.
That's everyone seems to like that.
Yeah.
That's a beautiful flavor. I don't know when that came around.
Yeah.
I also like the
spicy garlic.
Spicy garlic is good, but like the Thai kind of.
Oh, the sweet not the
yeah, you know
like
what
a sweet Thai chili thing.
Spicy Korean.
Oh, yeah.
Spicy Korean.
Yeah, I know exactly what you're
talking about. That's a great flavor.
They got the Asian zing at Wing or BW3.
I need to say,
it's really good.
Everyone know out there listening, Tyvis's wife is a beautiful woman. He just said my wife's a big buffalo and I'm a big barbecue. I'm just saying that's not
did
true.
I say that?
You did. You said my wife's a big buffalo. And you didn't follow. Then you said
she's a big buffalo gal.
He said she's a big buffalo.
Yeah.
And I was telling you, I've met your wife several times.
She's not.
She's a beautiful woman.
Yeah.
Everybody knew what I meant.
Some might wonder why she picked you.
Oh, we all wondered that.
What
no
do
doubt
you
about
mean?
it. She's a saint. She's doing great charity work. Brian Day, by the way, talked earlier today. He was asked about his expectations for Will Howard. Here is what Coach Day had to say.
Yeah, we want him to run the team and be clean, get us in and out of the huddle, get us up to the line of scrimmage, be sharp, take care of the football. you've heard me say the term, make the routine plays routinely, play well in third down, red zone in 2 minutes. I mean, that's what we're looking for out of our quarterback. But in particular, in that first game, it's, run a clean operation. That's ball security, that's cadence, that's communication, the new headset and how we're doing that. And, we are going to be huddling some and those type of things. Not all the time, but that's a little bit different. And, how are we converting on third downs and, all those things, sideline adjustments. So it's getting into the game, getting a feel for it and playing clean. That's what we're looking for in week 1.
One of the more anticipated debuts for a quarterback at Ohio State coming up here this season, with all the expectations on the team, all the pressure on the coaches, and bringing a new OC, and you bring this transfer, Will Howard, in. And when we talked to him at the softball game, I remember him telling us how he's very carefully respectful of Kansas State, but he said that at Kansas State sometimes I felt like I had to carry the team. Kind of do. He said, I don't have to do that here. I've got so many weapons around me. It's so much, he didn't say easier. It's a very different vibe, though, playing quarterback when you've got, he told us at the softball game, he'd received more coaching at Ohio State so far than he had in his entire time at Kansas State.
Yeah. I mean, well, Ryan Day and Chip Kelly are both really good at making the game simple for the quarterback so they can go through their reads. I mean, they're literally, like, Kyle McCord at times looked really good last year. Now, I don't know, now that he's at Syracuse, I don't know what he's going to look like. But at Ohio State, he seemed like a guy that can at least command the huddle, make the throws that you need, and get them to the playmakers. And I think with Will Howard, he's saying he wants him to take care of the football. Did he have a lot of picks at Kansas State? I think he had like 11.
I think he had 14 or 15
picks?
this last season.
Season?
With 24 touchdown passes, but then he added 9 on the ground.
But that right there tells me that
you can't have that.
He talks about how he felt like he had to win games, so that means he was forcing throws into people. Yeah. Where at Ohio State, these receivers is going to get separation, so it's going to make that throw easier for him. And then when they talk about the red zone, his legs, his running ability is going to help them in the red zone, because that's something that teams don't account for.
Did you guys notice that new hot word that was 3 or 4 times used in there? Clean.
Clean, yeah. Clean.
We want right. Tell them what that means in so many, in a few words, Tyvis.
Clean means that you just want it to be a smooth operation. You don't want to be sitting there not knowing what to do. You want to be able to call the play, go through your read, and deliver the ball. And you don't want them to be sitting there all rattled trying to figure out where to go to. Last year, to me, it just seemed like Kyle McCord was like, forget everybody else on the field for a second. Where is 18? And that just became the thing.
Ryan, it worked just fine sometimes.
It did. That's why he was. That's why he was about to win the Heisman.
We know Ohio State's got a couple of really solid running backs that are going to start the season that have had success in their career so far. Here's Ryan Day talking about both running backs and how they're going to play.
I don't think Locke's decided that yet, but they're both rolling in practice. It's we're going to get our money's worth this week with the heat, and so we're going to be rolling these guys pretty good, and James is going to get in there as well. So, we haven't really talked about that right now. Those guys are rolling, and they're both going to get a bunch of reps on Saturday.
Tim, that's the thing that I'm curious to see is how, first of all, how many quarterbacks play in the game, and then how the running back carries get distributed, because there's plenty of talented guys all across the field, skill position for Ohio State. There's no way everyone's going to get the amount of balls they're thrown their way that they should, or have the number of carries they should, as they deserve.
I honestly believe that they might not have a starting running back. Maybe someone's going to get some bumps and bruises. It's a long football season, and we know what Travion Henderson's history has been.
Sure.
I kind of am siding towards Quinshon Judkins winning the stats battle.
Right.
That's just what I've believed because of the player that we've seen at Ole Miss and just how he runs, what his style is. That guy's got pop. And that's not saying that Travion Henderson, when he's been healthy, we know he's not afraid of contact, but he's just been more banged up these last couple of years. So we need to see it. We need to see him survive. And I think it's a big year for Travion Henderson to prove to the guys in the NFL that he can last for a whole season. But they're both so talented. They might not want to, have one guy supersede the other. You're going to need them both throughout this entire year.
We've seen it, Tyvis, recently, like SEC doing 2 running backs that are both like Arkansas, but they had Felix Jones and
McFadden.
Georgia for a while had a couple good running backs every year, it seemed like. Alabama in the Derrick Henry year, they have depth there where they have 2 guys they can really count on.
Yeah. Who was it with, was it Cadillac Jones and...
Cadillac Jones and... Cadillac Williams.
Williams.
And Auburn. And
who was the other guy?
Did he go to...
Shoot! No, there were 2.
How does Bodie not know this already?
Chase something?
No, it wasn't that.
No.
Ronnie Brown.
Cadillac
Williams and Ronnie Brown.
That's it.
Ronnie Bass. Never saw him. I showed the references so far.
You got all the references. It's like you've seen these damn movies.
Okay.
Game ball.
Is that tough? Or is that, can that, I mean, obviously both running backs want to be the guy.
Yeah.
So,
I think people make that more than what it is. I mean, at the end of the day, I think they're going to divvy the carries up accordingly. And I think that at some point you got to see who's doing well, who's doing the best in the game. I think last year we saw that when they were juggling Chip, Mayan, and Travion. Some games Chip just had the better game, and they just continued to let Chip be the guy.
Right.
It just depends on week in and week out. Whoever is doing the best offensively will get the most carries. I don't think you want to take if Quinshawn is in there and he's doing really well, it's not like I'm going to take him out and put Travion in there.
Right.
It's not like, no, we're going to ride this wave.
That's true.
Next game, Travion is your game. You try to do your thing. If you don't,
if Quinshawn's popping off 11-yard carries one after another, there's no reason to send him right to the bench. Oh, because we got to get Travion. But I think by the time it ebbs and flows throughout the season, I do think that I said it, 2 months before the season started, which the season still hasn't started. So let's just say I said it 2 months ago.
Game week.
Travion and Quinshawn could both be 1,000-yard guys.
Yeah, they could be. I agree.
Could we have twin 1,000s here?
That would be nice.
And it's not fair to the running backs room that they have at Ohio State, but because of what's happened the last couple of years with injuries, I am always concerned about running back depth. And maybe I shouldn't be, but we've had guys go down the last couple of years and had to go deep into the running back depth chart. I hope we don't have to do that this year with Ohio State. I hope Ohio State does not have to do that this year. It's no disrespect to people, the guys that are the backups there, but I worry about that position with depth.
You know what's interesting to me? I've never once worried about that.
Really?
Never.
What, running back depth?
Running back depth.
Yeah.
A roster this size, the way you recruit, even if they're true freshmen, I believe
there's
that
inexperience.
Well, the thing is, they are on record saying that they want to run the ball more this year. So
who was our running back that we couldn't even find room for him? And he
Dallin Hayden?
Dallin Hayden.
Dallin Hayden, yeah. He was great.
There's a Dallin Hayden that's going to be there.
Last year.
But I'm saying he was 4th or 5th down the line.
He was.
And he came in and had some great games, and you just could not find.
Steel
Chambers switched rooms.
I think he had other things he had to work on.
I'm just making a point, though.
Yeah.
James Peoples, Sam Williams-Dixon, I think whoever it goes down to.
Caleb Downs.
If the offensive line. Yeah, Caleb Downs has to go in there, whatever. It's about that offensive line. If they're blocking the way that they need to block, there's an athlete on this roster. Even if it's just a walk-on, I would believe in somebody getting the job done.
There's an ATL
coming up next.
Bring Archie back in.
There you go.
He'll do it.
Coming up next, we'll go on the trail, lay some Buckeye recruiting. That's next on the Buckeye Show.
The only radio station still operating with an active booze cart. I'm drunk right now. No, I'm not. Yes, I am. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise and a bed and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh my, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
The drums bang, the flame sparks, the trumpets blow, the hot dogs sizzle, the crowd cheers, the fans eat. The sounds of Buckeye football are synonymous with the best damn band in the land in the stadium and the Weber Grills outside the stadium. Weber is a proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics. To celebrate another season, Weber is launching a limited edition Ohio State grill, inspired by our Buckeye helmets. Get the best damn grill in the land at Ohio area retailers near you ahead of the football season. Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
The season is finally here. The Buckeyes open up the 2024 campaign against Akron.
Buckeye Game Day is sponsored by Reichert Ford.
Live fan coverage starts Saturday at 10 with a kick at 3:30. Your home of the Buckeyes, The Fan.
Don't sweat it. Call Care Heating and Cooling and we'll fix your air conditioner fast. 1-800-COOLING.
We buy any car.
Why sell your car at WeBuyAnyCar.com? Because selling it yourself can be, well, you know.
Okay, I'll give you half now. And? No, and just half.
What? Avoid the hassle. Come to We Buy Any Car instead. Get in, get out, and get paid at a fair price.
Yeah, I can't do half. I could probably bump it up to like 50%. Just go. Okay.
Get your free online valuation now at
WeBuyAnyCar.com.
Common Man here for Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. Back to school time. Your kids probably have fancy friends. Isn't it about time you gave them a ride to be proud of? Actually, hell with the kids. Treat yourself to a new Lexus. Right now, it's the Golden Opportunity Sales Event with rates as low as 2.99% on ES, NX, and RX, as well as great lease payments. I've been a Jermaine customer for years, even before I started doing the commercials. If you're in the market, please stop in. Jermaine Lexus of Dublin and Easton. JermaineLexus.com.
Lenny went to college and racked up huge debt.
A little bit over $100,000.
For a degree he couldn't use, now what?
I had a friend that went to my computer career and they talked to me about it.
He was done in just months.
I did do it online.
They even helped him get hired immediately after graduation.
One of the things I love about IT is that you can work from anywhere you want.
You could become an IT pro in just months with zero experience at My Computer Career.
It worked for me and I know it can work for you.
It's not rocket science. It's mycomputercareer.edu.
We're dealing at Reichert Ford.
$2,500 low price guarantee.
With our lowest prices and 72-hour exchange policy, you can't buy the wrong car. Thousands of vehicles are waiting at ReichertFord.com.
Right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
It's almost Football Friday. All play and no work.
Sponsored by Tansky Sawmill Toyota.
Your home for football, The Fan. The best kind of power is star power. Let's go on the trail.
All right, we'll head on the trail. It's a Triple T show. Tito, Tim, and Tyvis. Tito, Tyvis, Tim, Tyvis, Tim, Tito. Whatever.
Three-man weave. It's game week.
A three-man weave. That's
why not?
Yes, of course. So Ohio State picked up a 4-star commitment, a lineman this past weekend, Javon McFadden.
Woohoo!
Maryland native. He's 6'5", 300 pounds. He had, looks like, about 30 offers. The Buckeyes were chosen over Colorado, Maryland, and South Carolina. The only official visit McFadden took was to Ohio State.
Go Bucks.
And the Buckeyes have taken hits lately on the
not getting Sanders.
Line. Yeah.
And this has been a thing that we've continued to talk about now with Coach Fry.
Right.
Is when is he going to reel in one of those stout, big fish type of offensive lineman recruits? And look, I mean, you probably were back to the drawing board for a bit here, because when you look at the numbers for McFadden, you say this for most programs, getting a guy with these numbers would not be all that bad. He is a 4-star, you said, but I feel like there's a very big ranking range for 4 stars because he's number 407. That's his ranking as an overall prospect.
Right.
And he's outside the top 10 in the state of Maryland. Now, again, like that's not bad. He's ranked 11th, but you're Ohio State. You're trying to get the top players in states from around the country, right? So it'll be interesting to see. They're recruiting him as a guy that can play, that can be a swing lineman, play guard, play tackle.
Yeah, 6'5". He's
6'5", 300.
I'm sure he probably not done growing. He probably get another inch, so he probably looking at 6'6", and that's an NFL tackle.
That's
size.
a tackle. Yeah, that could be a left-right tackle.
It's just good to get some guys in there. I mean, you just want the talent, and hopefully Justin Frock can develop them. I think he does a good job of developing the things that he has. You know, it's not like he's getting a bunch of 5 stars. He's taking 4 stars and maybe even 3 stars and developing them into something nice. So you got to give him credit for that. And hopefully when some of these 5-star realize how he's developing some of these 4- and 3-star guys, they'll say, if he's doing that with that, then I can go there and be really good and be a first-round pick. So I think that's where this thing is trending. It's trending up.
It's difficult, though, with a guy this size. It's hard to get a good read on him when you watch, like, highlights, because he is by far the biggest man out there. You know what I mean? Like, there's guys going against him. It's like when you watch the old Zion Williamson tape from, like, when he was playing like AAU or sometimes. You got some guy who's like half his size trying to guard him.
I know.
That's kind of what, with some of these offensive linemen and defensive linemen, that's what because you're supposed to dominate when you're that big in high school.
You said it. I was just watching the Tegra Shabola high school highlight reel earlier. And I'm
tossing people.
Well, I'm thinking this had to be such a shock to the system when you got to Ohio State.
Sure.
And started practicing against real men.
Yes.
Because he's beating up on guys that, like Tito said, are 200 pounds lighter than him. Not every clip, but a lot of the clips, it's like this little guy. I'm like, I'm worried for you, buddy.
Yes.
Are you okay? Like, did you live through this play? Did you get to see mom and dad?
What y'all talking about is how I look at when I watch defensive lineman high school tape.
Right,
I be thinking to myself,
same type of thing. Yeah,
like, he should be just pushing them back, throwing them to the side. TFL, it should be like ridiculous.
That's what a lot of Jack Sawyer's high school film looked like. And by the way, the Buckeyes do have Carter Lowe. I want to point that out.
Yeah, from Toledo.
So you're talking about he's ranked 33 in the country. I don't know why he's not a 5-star at this point, but he's one of the best tackle prospects in the country. So I should put that at least on Fry's ledger.
How many linemen do we have in the class?
I think they wanted to end with 3, possibly 4. I think this makes it 3. Tito, I don't know if you're looking at it.
I'm not looking
McFadden.
at it. That would have been great show prep for me. I didn't know Tyvis was going to start asking questions like that.
He likes to do that.
He likes to put me on the spot there.
He likes to ask questions in the trail segment when we ourselves might not even know all the answers.
Well,
we're not Jeremy Birmingham.
See, the difference between you two and me is that you two have a computer right there. See,
do I have a computer?
You have a computer.
I don't log into this.
How about your phone? You have a phone?
Get one.
Why?
Get a login. You got a double screen computer right here.
I give it to media members.
That's right.
We only get
correct. Well, then I'll never have one.
Also on Saturday this week, it looks like Philip Bell out of Mission Viejo, California, is going to announce he's a 2025 4-star. Right, he's 6'2", 195. He's announced his top 2 schools that he's going to choose between Ohio State and USC, but it looks like USC is in the lead on that one. So we'll see on that one. He's a number 16 recruit from the state of California, number 19 wide receiver overall in the country. Also, Aiden Harris, who is he's a 2026 class in that one. Aiden Harris is a defensive lineman. He is a 4-star, 6'3", 240 out of Matthews, North Carolina. And he has been crystal balled by 24/7 to go to Ohio State. So
what's his size?
6'3", 240 defensive lineman.
Okay, I wonder. That's an edge.
Probably an edge guy, I would think. He did. I mean, look, these guys when they get into the body by Maserati system, you never know. It could change dramatically in something like that.
I tell you what, that freshman 15 thing, that's real. Like I never knew that existed. Like when you get to college,
you did not get freshman 15.
It's a different kind of freshman 15.
I swear. Listen, Tito,
our freshman 15 for not being on the football team is different than your freshman 15.
How in the hell, with that system set up, could you screw it up and gain 15 pounds of fat?
They wanted me to. It wasn't fat. It wasn't fat. It was muscle.
That's not the freshman 15. That's not the freshman.
Wasn't that the term we had for the ladies when they got to college?
Not me. Maybe you did.
When I came to OSU.
I was partake in that.
I was 185.
Okay.
After like 2 months, I was 200 pounds. And it never went under 200 ever again. Like I was 200 in the first 2 months, and I stayed 200 to 205 my entire career.
Listen, the freshman 15,
that's
football,
15 pounds.
It's different than that. It is different than the freshman team that I put on.
Ain't nobody tell all y'all to go to college and get a bag of potato chips to sit on the couch.
Like, we didn't have every possible advantage over. You got nutritionists. You get a massage every day if you want to.
What does that have to do with your
You got somebody
weight?
telling you because You're putting on muscle.
Go to the gym,
Freshman
Tito.
15 is not muscle. Freshman 15 is fat.
Freshman 15 is 15 pounds. Whether you want to be muscle or
it is
fat.
not that at all.
Yes, it is.
No. Listen, don't try to tell me 15 pounds of feathers weighs the same as 15 pounds of bricks, because they don't. It's a different thing.
They both 15 pounds.
You can't do the same things.
No. Trust me, I put on 15.
You could do some different things with 15 pounds of bricks
My
than
40
you can with the feathers.
My 40 time did not get better. It got worse. Did yours get better or worse?
I've been running 4.4 since I was born.
Okay,
Tito.
exactly. All right.
And I never looked back.
I can run a 4.4.
4.46. Look it up.
Just depends on how
15
You
yards.
can always look it up.
distance
4.46.
you cover.
All right. Thanks, Timmy, for sitting in with us here, buddy. That was the On the Trail segment we do every week. Coming up next, Bodie's going to take over the College Football Pulse. Before I say it, Timmy, seriously, thank you. This was great. We had a lot of fun.
Thank you guys for letting me be on my own show. And we'll see you guys tomorrow. At least I will, at 6 o'clock for a DeVere Day Wednesday.
There you go.
Enjoy the second hour, fellas.
All right. Coming up next, it'll be Bodie's going to take over. God, we haven't even talked to Bodie yet. Can't wait to do that next on The Buckeye Show.
1, 2, 3. Here at the Fan, it's always football o'clock. Proud to be your home of the Buckeyes, Browns, and all the NFL games you can handle. The Fan.
In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
At Toyota's national sales event, you can choose from more hybrid and all-wheel drive vehicles than anyone else, including the best-selling RAV4. Now through September 3rd, choose 4.99 APR financing on a new 2024 RAV4 or RAV4 Hybrid with approved credit through TFS. Excludes RAV4 Prime, or you can get a great lease deal on RAV4. Plus, you get 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get details at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
It's game day at Raising Cane's. If you want to order like a Buckeye, it's the action off the field you need to focus on. The only play you're running is chicken, so what combo are you picking? Make it a perfect season. We've got tailgates of hand-battered, cooked-to-order chicken fingers and cane sauce, and jugs of freshly made tea and lemonade. All available to order online or on our app. This season is about to be unbeatable. Raising Cane's Chicken Fingers. One love. Proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
Picture this, the perfect summer barbecue. No stress, no responsibilities, just all your friends, burgers and hot dogs on the grill, and a delicious, refreshing Pepsi Zero Sugar in your hand. Sounds nice, doesn't it? Burgers sizzling, hot dogs cooking, Pepsi Zero Sugar fizzing, and a backyard of very, very happy people. Oh yeah, we could get used to this. Very, very used to this. Pepsi, the official beverage of Grills Night Out.
Listen to Financially Fit Radio with Corey Sickles this Saturday morning at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN, covering topics like what you need to know about annuities and how to stay healthy and enjoy retirement. Financially Fit Radio this Saturday at 9 a.m. on 1460 ESPN.
Is foot pain keeping you from living life to its fullest? Life is too short to be dealing with foot, knee, or back pain. Come into the Good Feet store and learn how the Good Feet Heart Support System can help you get pain-free. Call 880-9255 or go to goodfeet.com to make an appointment.
Broadcasting from the Lindsay Honda Studios.
Honda makes the cars, Lindsay makes the difference. Visit lindsayhonda.com.
WBNS-FM, HD1 Columbus, The Fan. The Fan. Sports Center.
Good evening, everybody. Well, starting with baseball, they just got underway a short bit ago at Progressive Field in Cleveland in the third of a 4-game set between the Royals and Guardians. The Guardians entered the night 1 game ahead of Kansas City in the AL Central, but right now Kansas City leads that game 2-0 in the top of the second inning. Meanwhile, the Reds, they also just got underway a little bit ago as they begin a 3-game series at home against the Oakland Athletics. Right now, that game is scoreless as they head to the bottom of the second. In the NFL, the Bengals, their head coach Zach Taylor told the media today that he expects Jamar Chase to play in the team's season opener. The Bengals open up the year next Sunday at home against the Patriots. The star receiver had been holding out throughout most of training camp as he wanted a new contract. As for the Browns, they'll begin the regular season at home next Sunday as they host America's team, the Dallas Cowboys, at 4:25. You'll be able to hear that game right here on The Fan next Sunday. Breaking sports news when it happens on The Fan, Ohio's sports destination.
It's time for the College Football Pulse on the Buckeye Show.
Did you really say America's team on the Sports Center update?
I did.
Bodie, where are you from originally?
America.
And you're training somebody back there, right?
That's correct.
He
knows who America's team is.
He's a Pittsburgh fan.
He's a good man. But you just did that during training. Bodie, how are you, my friend? You good?
Guys, I am fantastic. It's game week. I don't know if I'm fantastic about that. Pretty nervous and stressed. But nevertheless, what can you do? Saturday's coming one way or another.
You're the Notre Dame.
Big game.
Tyvis,
Big
but
game.
they're the Texas A&M.
You scared? It's at Texas A&M, isn't it?
Yeah.
College Station, yeah.
Whew. Y'all win that one, y'all.
Underdogs.
But if you win, y'all are for real.
Yeah.
You know that.
Till we play Northern Illinois the following Saturday.
Right, then that's a trap game. What do you got for us today, buddy?
All right, guys, we've already had some college football games get underway. Figured we could get a little bit of a reaction from week 0. The most notable game, of course, was Georgia Tech upsetting Florida State in Dublin, Ireland. The Ireland game just not the same when it's not the Irish, but it was actually a really good game, pretty entertaining. Just looking through the stats here, and then you guys can take it wherever you want, but obviously the thing that jumps out the most, Georgia Tech ran the ball 36 times for 190 yards, 5.3 yards per carry. They basically just ran the ball right at Florida State over and over and over again. And the Seminoles, who I think entered the season, I should say, with expected to have one of the best defensive lines in the country, and they could not stop Georgia Tech, and now the 10th ranked team in the preseason AP poll starting off 0-1.
Yeah, it's alarming. That is alarming because they were a really good team last year, and I know they lost a lot. Receivers, the D tackle and the DM both went to the Rams, so they did lose a lot. But I thought they went in the portal and got like 2 guys from Western Michigan, maybe. That's supposed to be really 2 good D line. Yeah, I didn't see it. I don't know. I think that coming in ranked 10 was a mistake for them. And DJ Uiagalelei
he's just not very good.
It's just
there's no really other way around.
I'm not going to say that he's not good.
I said he's not very good.
I don't think he's a difference maker.
No, yeah.
That's what it is. Like, win you a game, I don't think that's it. Not lose you a game, but not win you the game.
I fell for it, man.
You fell for it?
I drank the Florida State Kool-Aid.
You thought they was bad?
I thought they were going to be good. Wait, okay, I shouldn't say it. Look, they still could win the ACC.
They could.
Okay,
yeah, it's a long
ride. But I'm very disappointed in how easily Georgia Tech was able to run the ball against Florida State, and how many times did Florida State just didn't seem to make any adjustments to me. Like, how many times did Georgia Tech's quarterback get out of the pocket and make a play? Things like that. It's just they didn't seem to adjust at all, and so that part was troubling for me. The game, it was okay. It was a fun game to watch. I'm glad college football's back and all that. That's great, but Florida State just pisses me off.
You know what that game told me?
What's that?
It's still about who controls the line of scrimmage.
Yeah,
it's one in the trenches.
It really is.
It's just one in the trenches.
Florida State couldn't run the ball too well themselves. 31 carries for 98 yards at 3.2 yards per carry.
Yep.
So that's what the game came down to there.
Yep. All right, what do you got for us next?
All right, guys, next up, Clemson football head coach Dabo Swinney. He lost the war. He might have won the battle last year, but he lost the war to Tyler from Spartanburg because he is no longer going to be taking live calls from fans on his weekly radio show. I had to get some clips from last year, so I think everybody remembers the story. Tyler from Spartanburg called in, said, Dabo, why are you making so much money if we're sitting here at 4-4 or 5-4 or whatever it was? And
it's a good question.
Here's a few different clips from Dabo going back at Tyler.
Is this a bad year? Is this yeah, and it's my responsibility. Take 100% responsibility for it. But all this bull crap you're thinking, all these narratives you read, listen, man, you can have your opinion all you want, and you can apply for the job, and good luck to you, all right?
I love you can apply for the job.
Yeah, right.
It's my job right now, but you can apply for it. We got a couple more here.
People like you who just love to destroy people with your comments, all right? I'm sure you've never made any bad decisions. I'm sure you've lived a perfect life. I'm sure you've led a bunch of people.
And last one real quick.
All right? I'm 53 years old, and there ain't one thing in my life. I have been a part of failure many times, but there ain't one thing in my life that I've ever failed at, Tyler. Never. All right? Ever.
The Tyler, just the emphasis on it.
Yeah.
That was great. So yeah, good news is though, you can't call into the show, but you can text the show. They'll take in text questions from their viewers. And the first Tiger Sports Hour with Dabo Sweeney gets underway at 8 p.m. Well, actually, it was 8 p.m. last night, so hopefully you guys tuned in for that. But nevertheless, good job, Tyler from Spartanburg. You lost the battle last November, but you won the war, so good job.
I wonder if he applied. I would have. I sure would have. I would have put him down as a reference.
He said, Dabo Sweeney told me, apply for the job.
Put him on
good
there
luck
as a
to you.
reference. Look, I like the fact that I love these kind of shows, though. Like, I appreciate when fans get a chance to address the coaches. I wish Dabo wasn't such a wimp about that kind of stuff, and I don't know, Dabo. It seems like that it's too bad they're going to take that element away.
It is.
There was a time Mike Ditka had a call-in show one time.
Oh, gosh.
And someone said he was going to call Mike Ditka a baby.
I'm sure he took that really
I saw that on Twitter today. I was about to say that. And he gave his address of his office and said, tell me when to meet me there.
Tell him and I'll kick your ass, something like the way he said to him. Yeah, I said, tell him to meet you there.
Hey, listen, when things ain't going well, people be feeling some type of way.
No doubt.
Stuff that's being said. Yeah, I get it. I get it, man. It's a lot of this college football stuff, head coaching. It's a lot of pressure to succeed and stuff like that. And sometimes that frustration gets in the way. And I get it. I get it.
Yeah, it's I just I like we take calls in here anymore ever.
Not really.
See, I missed that part of it. That's all right. I mean, we're on the chat. I get that, but
I love our listeners. I do.
I got it.
The problem, type you on the chat.
The problem is 80% of you are great, but the 20% of you.
Yeah. But we always blame the producer for that one. We can just blame
you can blame me.
Yeah, blame the producer. Right.
Should have screened the call.
Yeah, I don't think too many of those coaches shows take calls anymore.
Right.
I think most of them used to, but a lot of them don't anymore. Although I will say Tyler did spark a lot of fire under Clemson a little bit last year. They would go on to beat Notre Dame that Saturday, and they won the rest of the games to finish 9-4. So
you're gonna blame Tyler for the Notre Dame loss?
You know what? I'll blame our offense, who was completely inept at that point in the season.
Y'all got Riley Leonard.
Okay, who got a bigger upgraded quarterback, Ohio State or Notre Dame?
It's a good question.
Yeah, it is.
That's a media member question right there. Asking.
Bigger upgrade implies that Kyle McCord was far below what Sam Hartman was. So bigger upgrade Ohio State. Who got the better quarterbacks? A different question.
I do think that in some ways, I'm not sure the talent gap between Riley Leonard and Sam Hartman and Kyle McCord and Will Howard are that great. But I do think both teams will benefit, and it's the most cliche thing in the book.
Right.
But just having a little bit of a gamer back there. You know what I'm saying? Like, I think there was just times, happened twice in the Ohio State game, where it's like you needed a yard, and Hartman ducked out of bounds on the first drive, which is just absolutely inexcusable.
Sure.
And he had that 4th and 1 QB sneak where he doesn't pick it up. I think Riley Leonard picks that up. And then same for Ohio State. McCord was just kind of a statue back there, man. He just couldn't move at all. I don't think Will Howard's going to go in the top 5 of next spring's NFL draft, but I think you're going to see the difference between a guy who, it's any given Sunday, a guy who's willing to fight for that edge.
Yeah, I'll tell you what. If I was him, this is a Super Bowl every game because he could throw some stats together now and make NFL teams go, you know what, maybe.
All right, what you got next for us there, Bodes?
Last one here, guys. Colorado. I don't know how many games they're going to win, but they are a very popular team in the betting market once again. They will open up this season against North Dakota State. That is on Saturday. Well, I'd be a little careful of that one if I was Deion, because North Dakota State's normally pretty good. But
everybody need to cut that out.
That game has actually been attracting most of the betting interest at DraftKings. For whatever it's worth, Colorado, they enter the season. They're pretty long shot to win the national championship, 200-1. But they remain a popular bet with the betting public. BetMGM has reported that entering this season, it would lose money on Colorado winning the national championship more than any other team outside of Ohio State. And a $10,000 bet on the Buffaloes at 25-1 to win the Big 12 in their first year in the conference is among the notable early action on Colorado at BetMGM. So. The public betting.
Yes.
People love Deion.
I mean,
I don't know if he's going to follow through on it, but.
What was they over under on the game? 6.5?
No,
I think it was lower than that.
I think it was like
4.5.
What? Yeah.
4.5.
Tyvis, don't
they
do this.
They only won 4 games last year.
Tyvis, don't.
No, that's disrespectful. Like,
now you sound like Deion, man. Now you sound like Deion.
That's disrespectful.
Yeah, it's disrespectful. Don't take any questions.
You telling me they can't get 6?
Who would you bet on to win the Big 12, Tyler? Tyvis. Sorry, Tyler from Spartanburg. Still on my mind. Tyvis.
Oh, Utah
or Colorado?
Utah's going to win it.
Okay.
They're not going to win their. After they win it and get their first round bye, they're going to lose
out.
The next
to Notre Dame.
Whoever.
It
doesn't matter who it is.
I was just saying Utah's a top 14.
I know he did. He loves saying Utah.
By default, yes.
Okay, Tyvis. Okay, you tell me where these wins are coming from. Host North Dakota State. They'll win that, maybe, right?
Okay,
they're a good team. Okay,
if it's like 50-50, what do you say we give it to them?
At Nebraska.
They're winning that.
No, they're not.
Are you sick?
Okay.
Did they beat
you got them
last year?
That was last year.
Yeah,
that
was last year at home.
Y'all mad.
Okay, at Colorado State.
Win.
Okay, you got 3 now. Host Baylor?
Probably not.
Okay, at UCF? Probably not.
That's a good one.
Okay, 3-2.
I can see it either way.
Host number 18, Kansas State.
Yes.
No, stop.
Yeah.
At number 21.
No, that was TCU they beat last year.
At number 21, Arizona.
No, they got that good receiver.
And quarterback.
And a better team. Host Cincinnati.
Yes.
Okay, fine. I'll give it at Texas Tech.
Yes.
No. Host Utah.
Dude.
No.
Okay. At number 22, Kansas.
No.
Kansas, I'm not believing the Kansas stuff.
Do you believe in Kansas more than Colorado? And Kansas is at home?
No.
Yeah, you do.
No, I don't.
You do.
I believe.
And then host number 17, Oklahoma State.
They ain't winning that one.
Okay.
So what do we get to? 5?
You've got to beat New Mexico State, Nebraska, Colorado State. You got them beating Cincinnati. That's 4. You've got them beating Kansas. That's 5, right?
And they ain't beating Kansas, but yeah.
I need to stop that. They ain't beating Kansas.
They're a top 25 team.
It's flawed.
Tyvis,
so Colorado.
I have fallen into this trap so many times on this radio station.
They go bowling this year.
Where you say something and then realize after you said it that maybe it wasn't the right thing to say.
They going bowling this year.
They might go bowling. They're not going to play football there.
Oh, my God.
They'll have to rent their shoes.
I'm taking whatever. If it's 5.5, I'm taking the over.
And you're going to lose. Hell, I should take that bet from you right now. Just don't give the casino. Give it to me.
Yeah, Tito Sportsbook.
Of course. Why not?
I'll give you 6.5.
Yeah, I'll give you 6.5. There you go.
So all they need to do is win 5 games, and the season is better than last year's. Correct?
Oh, well, is that your standard?
Okay, that's a pretty
okay. I'm just saying,
bar.
Bowling. They going bowling this year.
5 and 7's not bowling though.
No, they going 6 and 6.
How many years until he has to make the playoffs for you?
Oh, he's never making
it.
He's probably
he'll make it
gone
at another
after
school.
This year, so,
he'll make it at another school. He won't make it if he makes. I'm sorry, it'll be at another school. It won't be here at Colorado. It won't be there, that's for sure.
I agree with you.
There. Right here.
No,
yeah.
I'm just,
yeah, you're right.
You know, Ryan Day loses to Michigan again.
No. We are not doing that today. We are not doing that.
Our ratings would be awesome.
We are.
I don't know if it would work.
That's a June segment. Is Deion Sanders going to replace Ryan Day?
I seen something that said something about Nick Saban. I was like, I don't know about that.
Replacing Ryan Day?
Yeah, I was like, dang. Hopefully, he should win the game so they don't have to worry about none of this.
That's not going to happen. There's no way Nick Saban comes here. No, it's not going to.
He said he wasn't leaving the Dolphins, right?
Right.
He said, I'm not going to be the head coach.
That's true. He's not going to go. Man of his word. Coming up next, we hit on the offense earlier. Let's check in with Jim Knowles, what he needs from his defense. We will do that next. Buckeye Show on the Fan.
This promo is brought to you by Common Man and Timmy Hall's Ping Pong Game. The Fan.
Hey Buckeye fans, the best new resort in the country is right here in the state of Ohio. Introducing the Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. Whether it's family fun, an adult getaway, a conference or event, there's no place like it. It's a year-round destination with the best golf, med spa, dining, salon and spa, pools, lounges, and activities. The Grand Resort will be the best staycation you've ever had. Go to the website, thegrandresort.com, or call 330-856-1900. The Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. We're waiting for you.
In partnership with AEP, Donato's, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
Everybody knows that Roosters is a fun, casual joint. With their award-winning waitstaff, great food, fun, and laughter. It's a quick stop on the way home to sit back and unwind or grab a carryout. Roosters is where you, your family, and friends can order pizza, sandwiches, salads, and more. And the home of award-winning wings that are fresh, never frozen. It's your family's other dinner table. Roosters, a fun, casual joint.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit ohiostatebuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
When you need urgent care and you need it fast, where you go makes all the difference. When you choose advanced urgent care from the Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, you're choosing an advanced level of urgent care led by Ohio State emergency physicians. We offer walk-in treatment for more serious illnesses and injuries such as broken bones, abdominal pain, and pneumonia, all with shorter wait times and less cost than an emergency department. When your illness or injury can't wait, the choice is clear.
It is time to square off against overpriced family dinners with Donato's all-new bakery crust pizza. A square-cut, thicker bakery-style crust with smoked provolone cheese and Donato's fresh toppings, plus your choice of marinara, ranch, or garlic sauce for dipping. The crust is thicker, but the deal is the kicker. Right now, you can get 2 one-topping bakery crust pizzas for just $19.99. It's a whole lot of pizza for not a lot of dough. Order with the app or at donatos.com.
Most radio stations suck. Here's why. They don't invest in local programming. We're live and local 14 hours a day. You can rest assured that every stupid thing we say is 100% local. Homegrown dumb since day one. The Fan.
Did you and your family lose Ohio Medicaid and need health coverage? Check this out. You may be eligible to enroll in a low-cost health plan at healthcare.gov. With the new law, 4 out of 5 customers can find a plan for $10 or less per month with financial help. Healthcare.gov offers quality plans that cover doctor visits, prescriptions, emergency care, and more. Healthcare.gov is here for you. Enroll today for coverage starting the 1st of next month. Paid for by the U.S. Department of Health and Human Services.
Hey, you've reached Teresa and Benny. You know the drill.
Hey Teresa, it's Armando from Chase. Congrats on closing. I'm sure Benny will love playing fetch in your new backyard.
Your Chase Home Lending Advisor will be there from pre-approval to closing. We're with you all the way home. Chase, make more of what's yours. Visit chase.com/home. Home lending products subject to credit and property approval. Rates and program terms subject to change. Other restrictions apply. Member FDIC. Equal housing opportunity.
Fan weather.
From the Logan AC and Heat Services Weather Center.
Plenty of sunshine, hot and humid. Heat index near 100 degrees on this Tuesday. Down to the mid-70s, warm and humid for Wednesday morning. Very slight chance of a shower early. A better chance of a scattered storm late in the day. In between, mostly sunny, hot and humid again. Temperatures in the upper 90s. Heat index above 100. With your 10 weather impact forecast, I'm Chief Meteorologist Jerry Martz on The Fan.
The best sports talk in the Big Ten lives right here. Now back to the Buckeye Show on The Fan.
All right, Buckeye Show. Tito Tyvis with you. So we heard from Ryan Day earlier in the first hour. Now we hear from Jim Knowles as we get ready for this game against Akron. Let me get the sound. Okay, this first I want to play is about Cody Simon getting the block O. I thought this was interesting from Jim Knowles. I want to play that for you here.
Conscientious team guy, right? Do whatever it takes. No ego involved. You know, for my first 2 years here, he kind of did a little bit of everything. He's just somebody that you could count on all the time and always putting the team first. You know, it's just it's the kind of guy we all want to represent us because it really means something to him.
What a big deal that is, getting that block O, you know?
Yeah, it is. I mean, because it means a lot to know that you, first of all, that any award that you get awarded while being a Buckeye holds a ton of weight. You know, it's something that they only started about like 4 or 5 years ago.
Yeah, it's been recent, yeah.
Yeah, but to be a person to wear, first of all, if they gave it to me, I would happily accept the award, but I'm
not the jersey. You're not giving it 23, I know.
Correct.
You're not giving up 23.
But to be symbolized as what a Buckeye's supposed to be, like that means a lot. I mean, everybody wants to come here, and it's. I think everybody that comes to Ohio State kind of wants the same thing. You want to graduate. You want to be a team captain. You want to be an All-American. You want to become a first-round draft pick. I think those are like everybody. But now to say, and I won the Block O award, like that's another feather that you could put in your cap that you could. I'm sure they probably got something in the Woody design where you can see your name. So when you get older like me, you can come back to the Woody and have kids and be like, look, that was the Block O recipient and stuff like that. So it's a pretty cool award to have.
Here is Jim Knowles talking about, I thought this was funny, when he talked about what he had to do to get Caleb Downs here.
Look to recruit someone like that who understands the game the way he does. It's like a job interview, you know? It's like game day. So it's not, you know, my job is to not be that rah guy and all the beautiful things about Ohio State. My job is to explain the defense in detail so that he understands that I'm going to be able to coach him and make him better, you know, on the field and with the scheme. So it's a lot more analytical.
The fact he compared to like a job interview is what I thought was interesting. So it's really, he even said, yeah, you know, you go there, you fly out there and then you show up and you spend 3 hours there and then close up and leave and just hope you do okay. And that's kind of what it was for him. So,
well, I mean, usually you would think that when you're recruiting a kid, the first thing the kid wants to know is how do I fit in your program? And I'm sure you bring tape and be like, all right, this is going to be you type thing, blah, blah, blah. But when you're dealing with a kid that's got the high football IQ like Caleb Downs, he's asking advanced questions like, okay, if I'm here, who got this? All right, when this happens, if they run this route right here, who gonna pick this up? And you like, man, hold on.
Right.
I got to make sure that I know my own defense like the back of my hands. But obviously, he made a really good impression there. And, you know, I think Caleb Downs is the reason why this defense is going to go from being they were on the cusp of being really great last year. I still two categories that I'm still looking for them to improve, and that's sacks and interceptions. And I feel like having Caleb Downs there is going to increase both of those because I think he does so much as far as an IQ, but being an athlete, being able to blitz, being able to cover, do those things. Like he will make this defense be even more dynamic than what it already was.
So Knowles also, we already know this is not honestly, not a good non-conference schedule. You know, Akron, they've won like 7 games over the last 5 seasons. I think only 4 have been against like, you know, the big boys. The other 3 are from the group of 5 stuff or whatever. But anyway, so they've only won 7 games total over the last 5 years. Jim Knowles, and then we have Western Michigan and Marshall. They'll get better, I guess, progressively. But here's Knowles talking about about not getting challenged in non-conference games. If it's a concern for him.
You know, I approach it the same. You're right. That's not something that falls under my bailiwick. It's an Ivy League term. Yeah, right. Bailiwick. So like, can't be concerned with that. You know, we're looking at our play on the field, and I'll challenge them. You know, I make sure that I personally challenge them no matter who the opponent is.
And I wonder about that from a player standpoint, Tyvis. Was it ever hard for you or some of your teammates, maybe, or the team, or unit, whatever, the positional unit, to stay focused when playing a team like this?
Is it hard to stay focused? No, because one, it's a stat game. You want to inflate your stats. This would be the perfect game to do so. But the thing about it is there's always one, maybe two players that's on these teams that's actually good enough to play at like a big time level. You know, maybe, I don't know, maybe the grades wasn't there, or maybe people got overlooked, or they just developed late. But it's usually some guy that the coaches will highlight, like, this is the guy. Now, if you go out there and you play him like you think he ain't good, he will embarrass you.
Right.
And that's usually who gets you amped up. Usually it's some wide receiver or something like that, and it's like, no, he ain't. Right. So when you line up against him, it's like, all right, let me lock in. So that usually is the motivation. And then on top of that, you want to get up really fast, so second half come out, you can just watch the younger guys. You can watch the walk-ons live their dream of playing at Ohio State. That's really what it's about.
Bodie, do you know the three most significant players from Akron to go on to the NFL?
Charlie Fry.
Charlie Fry's one.
Okay, I was going to say, I don't even know if I had a guess for you, but
Jason Taylor, Hall of Famer.
Jason Taylor's two. The third one Bodie won't know, although he should know it. Era Parsegian.
No, I did not know that.
He was the other one. So, yeah.
Coached at Miami, Ohio, right?
What's that?
I think he coached at Miami, Ohio, if I'm not mistaken.
Right, yeah. He went to Akron, coached Miami, Ohio, and then obviously to that other school.
One of the greatest coaches
out west.
Ever.
Jason Taylor went to Akron. Miami Dolphins, Jason Taylor.
Yes, that was Hall of Famer Jason Taylor guy.
Went to Akron?
Yeah. Yes.
Tyvis, one of the best quarterbacks in the league, went to Wyoming.
By the way,
Josh Allen?
Yeah.
Hey, what did one of the Kelseys went to Western Michigan? Is that right?
I thought they both went to Cincinnati.
Both Cincinnati? Were they both Cincinnati? Okay. All right.
He went to Akron?
Yes, he went to Akron.
My mind is blown. That's wow. Wow.
Yeah, he went to Akron. Yep.
I mean, that's up there with Antonio Gates going to Kent State, and he was a hooper.
And where did Antonio Brown go? Was that the
Central Michigan?
Central Michigan. That's what I was trying.
Max Crosby went to Eastern.
Right. Yeah.
On a field that still has a track in 2024.
And a gray field, I think. Doesn't Eastern Michigan have that?
I got to check the car facts on that.
You're right. We got together before the show. So let's really try to trick Tyvis.
We decided that we were going to go with one of the greatest NFL players ever in Akron.
Man, what a great pick this is.
Yeah, we played Mad Liz. We said,
we did this.
Insert Hall of Famer here, went to insert Ohio Mag
That's
school.
What happened. Yes.
Tyvis will never see it coming.
No kidding, Tyvis. Breaking news.
Hit it, Tito.
I will. I was just finding this out.
My mind
One of the greatest players.
My mind is blown.
Actually went to Akron.
Wow, they must be hanging their hat on that one.
That's the one. That and era. Yep. And don't do it with Charlie Fry because you don't want to brag about that one too much. I wouldn't think Charlie Fry was.
And I think he was married to Zach Thomas's sister.
Okay, now I can't
Jason
keep up.
Taylor?
I'm not doing a deep dive on this one. I can't do that.
Which is particularly weird.
Yes, that is very weird.
Hold on. He was married to his teammate's sister?
It's one or the other. Either Zach Thomas was married to Jason Taylor's sister when they played Miami, or no. So it was probably Jason married to Zach Thomas's sister. And now they're divorced, so I wonder if that affects their friendship.
They have a dog? Okay, coming up next, we're going to break here. There's a change in college football that will hopefully not affect Ohio State anytime soon. We'll do that next. It's the Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Three dudes who'll make you feel like the smartest guy in the room.
Yeah, we hornswoggled you good.
Bishop and Friends.
Weekdays from 9 to noon.
The Fan.
If you're listening to this and you're not already keeping it easy in your backyard with Bud Light, well, consider this message a gentle reminder. Your backyard is waiting, and so is that Bud Light. Easy to drink, easy to enjoy. Bud Light. Enjoy responsibly. Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
Coming this Labor Day weekend, Bob's biggest challenge yet. It's time to dare to compare. It's got action. It's got suspense. It's got beeps and boops and dings and whomps and more savings than you'll believe on living rooms, dining rooms, bedrooms, mattresses, and more. And best of all, you get to play too this Labor Day weekend. Now open in Reynoldsburg and coming soon to Polaris. See how much you can save this Labor Day weekend when you dare to compare at a Bob's near you.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
My furnace just went out.
Ma'am, have no fear. Dormar is here. We can get that furnace fixed fast.
Dormar, you guys are the best.
Dormar, you're kind of hero.
Raid wants to know, what would you do if you could confidently face every day knowing you and your loved ones are protected? Would you sing along to your favorite song at the top of your lungs? Turn off the GPS and let your heart do the guiding. Go to the drive-thru and order one of everything. Feel the buzz of confidence of knowing you are protected with 65 years of insect science in your hands. Raid. Protection for everyone.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.
Football season is here, and we have so much stuff. One station isn't enough. Find even more Pigskin on ESPN Columbus.
Set your second preset to AM 1460 or 97.1 FM HD2. Or listen on the Fan app.
Your home of the Buckeyes, the Fan.
Ohio, ready for some quick mental health facts? Let's go. Nearly 2 million Ohioans live with a mental health condition. In the U.S., more than 50% of people will be diagnosed with a mental illness in their lifetime. Depression is a leading cause of disability worldwide. So why are some of us still stigmatizing people living with a mental health condition when we know all of this? Let's listen to the facts and beat the stigma. Ohio, challenge what you know about mental health at beatthestigma.org.
It's cycling season across central Ohio. That means many cyclists are out on the road this summer. As you're driving in your car, please share the road for the safety of everyone. When driving throughout the city and rural areas, please watch out for riders on their bikes and use caution around cyclists. We also remind all cyclists to ride safe. Be mindful of cars and obey all traffic signals while on your bikes. Thank you to both motorists and cyclists for sharing the road and keeping everyone in our community safe this summer.
During Toyota's national sales event, you can choose from more hybrid and all-wheel drive vehicles than anyone else, including the family-size Highlander. Now through September 3rd, get any new gas-powered 2024 Highlander and get $1,000 APR cash or $500 on Highlander Hybrid when financed with approved credit through TFS. Plus, every new Toyota comes with Toyota Care, 2 years no-cost maintenance. Get details at Toyota.com. Toyota, let's go places.
Hey Columbus, looking for the perfect day trip? Head to the Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton. Dive into football history, see legendary players, and enjoy interactive exhibits. Fun for the whole family. Visit ProFootballHOF.com for tickets. The Pro Football Hall of Fame in Canton, where it's always football season.
The Buckeye Show is sponsored by CareSource. Proud to be your home for Ohio State Athletics. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
Buckeye talk and occasional discussion about the latest tracksuit trends.
Yes, looking nice.
This is the Buckeye Show.
Presented by Coors Light.
All right, Buckeye Show. Tito Tyvis with you. Thank you so much for sticking with us here until 8 o'clock.
Every time.
What's that?
That gets
Look at you
every time.
What does?
Yeah, looks nice.
Oh, okay. So, a couple of things I wanted to get to here. The NCAA, and by the way, they just keep keep getting wimpier and wimpier, but I'm okay with this one. I'm okay with it.
Are you talking about the transfer portal window in spring?
Changing that, yes. I understand that. No, it's not that. But they are now no longer making postseason games count against the 4-game max for redshirt freshmen. For a redshirt season, not freshman. For a redshirt season.
It's not going to count.
It won't count anymore.
So they can play.
You can play your it's 4 games, I think, what the rule is right now.
Yeah.
And so this will allow you to play further than that. Like you can play in the bowl game, then it won't count against your 4.
Why is that wimpier to you?
Because I just think like they keep giving more and more back to players. I'm okay with it. No, I'm not saying it's wrong on that one.
Yeah,
I know, but they are giving and giving. You know, the unlimited transfers now and all of that, and it's just their. They
have no power anymore.
Exactly, that's what I mean. That's exactly.
Well, isn't that good?
Well, I think it's good in some ways.
Which league doesn't the player? Do not. Which professional league is it that the player don't have the power? Because the NBA, the player 1,000% has all the power.
Oh, sure they do. Yeah.
NHL.
Yeah. The baseball and basketball do because their contracts are fully guaranteed.
Exactly.
And there's no salary cap in baseball.
Yeah.
You know. So yeah, they've absolutely got it. But I'm just saying that it's, and I'm okay with I'm okay with it. I just think that the NCAA, I wonder when it will stop. Like, I wonder when, like, will they have 5 years from now, will they even exist? Like, that is a governing body.
Well, the way that it's trending, no.
Yeah.
No. I mean, they keep getting sued and losing.
Right.
What are they supposed to do? It's like, you know what? They just have at it. Do what y'all want to do. Do what you want to do. That's where it seems like that's where it's headed to. Just do what you want to do.
That's what it feels like to me too, Tyvis. It feels like it's just.
I mean, once the mega conferences happen, like they gonna make their own rules. Like if the Big Ten and the SEC got together and said, you play us, we play you. Whoever wins is the national champions. We play nobody else.
Yeah.
Would people argue that? Would you be like, that's not fair?
Probably not. But
I tell you what, with this new conference stuff, for the next 5 years, if it goes SEC and Big Ten is the only two that keeps winning it.
Yeah,
I don't see why they don't. I don't see why they don't just say, you know what, let's cut the BS and let's just play each other.
I don't know how it's gonna. Yeah, it's not gonna be good. I think that.
Sorry, Bodie, Notre Dame can be a part of it.
Yeah, we bring too much money to the table. Not really, frankly.
Yeah.
Whenever that happens, the Irish will be involved, and you'll get the top half of the ACC and Big 12.
I do feel kind of bad for the other ones, though. But you're on the whole, like, if they do that, then they need to kick some schools out, right?
Oh, I'm totally about that, yes. For football, sure. For football. So football only.
You dismissing who? You get to dismiss three. Three each SEC and 3 Big Ten. Who your 3?
Well, let's see. For the Big Ten, I'm kicking out Northwestern, Purdue, and Nebraska. Because I hate Nebraska.
You're not drinking the roulette. So Illinois, Indiana.
No, I like roulette. I think it'll be good. I just
Illinois, Indiana,
Nebraska.
So the Illabuck stays alive. Okay, good. Now SEC.
Well, Vanderbilt for sure.
Okay.
I think what the next one would be on that one.
The problem is whoever you're going to pick would riot in the streets before they gave up their football program and be in the SEC. You could call Indiana right now. They'd be like, okay, when's basketball start?
Right.
Illinois. You said Illinois, right?
Yeah, I said Northwestern.
No, Northwestern, Indiana. Yeah, they would probably be the same way.
I should kick Illinois. I think I'd rather have Northwestern. I don't think.
Now, Nebraska would probably riot in the streets as well, but we know Nebraska wouldn't be kicked out. But in the SEC, outside of Vanderbilt.
I just want to know who your other 2 is. Vanderbilt and who else?
Okay, so
Arkansas.
Gosh, I'd love to kick out Arkansas. Probably South Carolina.
Wow.
Vanderbilt, South Carolina, and I guess
Alabama.
And I guess Arkansas will be the next. Either Arkansas or Kentucky, one or the other.
I'm about to say. Kentucky's not bad. They're just not relevant.
Right. Yeah, it's just for football. Look, great basketball. That's awesome.
So you said Vanderbilt, Kentucky, and Arkansas?
Yeah, that's what I do. Yeah.
I don't think I can go against that. Mississippi State. No. South Carolina. Yeah, I couldn't go against that.
Yeah, I think that's the way to go with it.
Florida, the way they playing.
The Connor Stallions documentary is out.
You watched it?
I did not. I watched bits and pieces of it, but it's amazing to me. He says he's innocent. He didn't do anything wrong. He just did what people can do better.
Okay.
He denies that he sent people to games against future Michigan opponents to have them do that, to have them sign, steal, and whatnot. He said, and this is a typical thing what liars will say, No, I don't ever recall directing anyone to go to a game. Harbaugh did not recall having breakfast with recruits and their fathers in a time when they weren't allowed to be doing a non-contact time. But then later on, when he was presented with proof, he said, "Oh, yeah, okay, it makes sense now." He said, "My mind used to be like a steel trap. Now it's aluminum." So things like that bother me. And then he held up a picture of the Central Michigan sideline that he was on, allegedly.
Okay.
During the Michigan State game, Michigan opponent.
Yeah.
Stallions actually had the stones to say, "I don't
recall."
No, he said, "I don't even think this guy looks like me."
He looks just like him.
He looks just like him. Looks just like him.
But the funny part about it all is they can't confirm nor deny if that is him. That's the saddest part. You don't even know who's on your sideline.
Yep.
That's.
I know.
They got to do.
I know.
How can they know that? They need to figure out what time that was and then ask Connor Stallions where was he at that time. Does he have proof?
Yeah, that's a good way to look at it too. You're right to do that, but it just amazes me. And now, I don't know what the NCAA is going to end up doing. I don't know what the.
I told you that if they want, do you want fair? You want to know what's fair?
What's that? Yeah, good.
What's fair is making them vacate wins up until that point. They went under investigation and suspending the coach.
Yeah.
That's about as best as you're going to do.
I think you're probably right.
That's fair.
I think that's fair. I think you're right about that. Yep. All right. We'll see what comes down on that. We'll see if the NFL or the NCAA does have any stones left on that. If they will actually do anything that's relevant at all as far as a punishment goes for them.
Probably not.
You don't think so?
Well, what happens is if you suspend him, he's appealing it. Then that's going to take months.
Yeah.
Season will be over with, so it doesn't matter.
Yeah. Yep. So anyway, we'll keep an eye on that and see what happens to that. Coming up next, we'll wrap things up with hashtag Buckeyes. We'll do that next. Buckeye Show on the Fan.
Death, taxes, and beating Michigan every damn year. This is your flagship home for Ohio State football. The Fan, Ohio sports destination.
In partnership with AEP, Donatos, Huntington, Kroger, The Ohio State University Wexner Medical Center, and 10 TV, Ohio State Athletics strives to inspire the community to make a positive impact on children and families in the great state of Ohio through our Buckeyes Care initiative. Buckeyes Care is dedicated to fostering a caring community. The goal of Buckeyes Care is to build a culture of care, one Buckeye at a time. Show and share your support in the community by using the hashtag Buckeyes Care.
Come on over to Heartland.
Getting a mortgage? We take pride in providing the value and service you deserve in one of the most important transactions you'll ever have. Community banks have the most flexibility and the lowest rates. Now fact check that. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Coming over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Attention Columbus. Town Properties just clinched the title of the largest residential property manager in Columbus, thanks to the Columbus Business Journal. With pride, we oversee 25,000 plus households in the Columbus metro area, ensuring fantastic places to call home. Whether you're on the hunt for an exceptional living space, a top-notch association management company, or a property manager for your multifamily portfolio, visit our website at town.properties.com and let us elevate your living experience. Town Properties, always managing great places to live.
At Bob's Discount Furniture, when you find a complete dining set that seats 6 and comes with an extendable leaf for only $5.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a sofa that doubles as a chaise, and a bed, and storage like my Playscape for only $9.99.
Oh my, Bob.
And a queen mattress with world-famous Bobapedic memory foam and an 18-year warranty like my Treasure for only $7.99.
Oh my, Bob.
Well, there's only one thing to say.
Oh my, Bob.
Bob's Discount Furniture, proud sponsor of Ohio State Athletics.
You ready for the big game?
Yeah! The Fan Tailgate is back at the Ozone on Lane. Admission is free. Join us for food, fun, and music by the fabulous Johnson Brothers.
Sponsored by your Central Ohio Ford dealers.
Oh, yeah?
Hollywood Casino, Michelob Ultra.
Let me go!
Jack Daniels, Pepsi, TNT Equipment, and Tito's Handmade Vodka.
It's game day at the Ozone on Lane, the Fan, Ohio's tailgating destination.
You know when you said, come over for the fight? We thought you meant your house.
You guys want another round of Bud Lights?
Service is better here. And so is the beer.
Bud Light is back as the official beer sponsor of UFC. Enjoy responsibly. 2024 Anheuser-Busch Bud Light Beer, St. Louis, Missouri.
It's the summer sell down at Performance. Get up to $16,000 off MSRP on new 24 Jeep Wranglers and Grand Cherokees during the Make This the Summer of Jeep event. Performance, Chrysler, Jeep, Dodge, Ram, Georgesville, and Delaware.
Not valid on previous sales. Cannot combine offers. Must take delivery from dealer stock 8/20 to 8/31/24.
We're dealing at Reichert Nissan. Hundreds of Nissans in stock, on the ground, and priced to sell fast. Low lease payments on brand new Reichert Nissan Sentras, only $219 a month. Now we're really dealing. With our lowest prices and 72-hour exchange policy, you can't buy the wrong car. Visit the Reichert Mega Mall off 270 and 33, or shop thousands of new and certified used at ReichertNissan.com.
Get the right car at Reichert.
We're dealing.
With approved credit. 2024 Sentra SV FWD 36-month lease with $3,000 due at signing. Offer ends 9/3/24.
Direct auto insurance is for uncompromisers. Like Matt. When his old car insurance got so expensive, do you think he walked until his sneakers wore out? No, because he found savings with Direct Auto so he could drive instead of compromise. With savings of up to 25% on state minimum coverage, you too can stop compromising and keep driving. Get a free quote at directauto.com or a store near you. Savings vary, terms apply. National General Group, Winston-Salem.
At Kroger Pharmacy, CARE is making it easy to get vaccinated. CARE is helping you stay protected from flu, COVID, and RSV. Seasonal vaccines are available 7 days a week with evening hours. CARE is giving you a shot at staying healthy this season. Walk in whenever is best and get multiple vaccines in one visit at your local Kroger Pharmacy. So come and get the protection you need while protecting those around you. Kroger Health, a world of care is in store. Visit Kroger.com/vaccines for more. Restrictions and exclusions apply. See site for details.
The Fan Guest Hotline is sponsored by Patriot Air Comfort Systems and Bryant, doing whatever it takes to keep your home comfortable. The Fan.
Social media can be a cesspool. Allow us to navigate the waters. #Buckeyes.
Sponsored by The Waterworks. Trust the pros at The Waterworks for all your plumbing, drain, heating, and cooling needs. Visit thewaterworks.com today to get started.
All right, #Buckeye time. It's Tito. It's Tyvis with you here. And what do you got for me, Tyvis? You can use first.
Well, usually, I play the guitar when this.
You do. I'm still surprised you didn't. Yeah.
Yeah, I'm so hurt by what I'm reading that I couldn't even play the guitar. So, as you know, today was a very scary day for a lot of people. 4 p.m. You had to make it to 4 p.m. NFL cut day.
Right. Cut down.
Yeah, I've been a part of these days. I've been on the good side once, and I've been on the bad side a bunch of times. So therefore, this day it makes me itch. Just to know that your phone might ring or they say, "Hey, we need to see you upstairs."
Sure.
Anyways, 49 players from Ohio State made the initial 53-man roster.
Okay,
but that's not the part that makes me upset. I'm shocked by.
Right.
11 Warriors did a great job of doing the position breakdown of which position, how many players total from that position from Ohio State has made an NFL roster, or the initial 53. And the part that bothers me is the corners.
Okay.
3 corners from Ohio State. That's it. Just 3 corners. That's it. Out of 49, 3.
Huh.
3.
Yeah, that's bad.
What happened? What? We was putting them in the league back to back. We was on a roll. We down to 3. You got to be kidding me. Oh, this got to be fixed expeditiously. 3?
How many on the current roster do you think, which ones are most likely to? I'm not asking you to say somebody's not going to be there at all, but which cornerbacks on the roster are most likely in your eyes to make to be playing on Sundays
for the current Buckeyes?
Yeah, current Buckeyes right now.
Denzel.
Okay.
Davidson will. I don't think he's going to be a first round pick, but somebody will pick him up. He'll stick around because he got an attitude about himself.
Right.
Hancock will make somebody. He's a slot corner, so he'll be fine. They need those, and he'll be cheap. He'll be like a 4th round pick, something like that. Jermaine Matthews will definitely be. So we got 4 right now. Calvin Simpson Hunt. I got to see him continue to develop. I'm not sure. Right now, everything was great from him in camp. He was really good. He's become a solid, 2-deep person. But I got to see it in game.
Okay.
So that'll be the cutoff for me right there. So I got, 4? 4 that I believe right now I know for a fact will play on Sundays.
So is this the right way to start the season? Florida State got beat by Georgia Tech. And we know there's some big matchups this weekend. We know the Notre Dame A&M game, Clemson taking on Georgia this weekend. And Ohio State's playing a team that, like I said, Ohio State's a 50.5-point favorite. Is this the right way to start a season?
To start with a weaker opponent?
With a bye. Yeah. That's what it is. I mean, it's that as a team, though, and I'm not saying there's times you can go out there and lose that first game. In the new era of the college football playoff,
it doesn't matter.
The first game loss shouldn't matter. And I know they make these schedules out years in advance, Tyvis. I know they do that. But it concerns me just a little bit.
Why?
It concerns me a little bit the first time Ohio State gets punched in the mouth. Either Iowa, I don't think it'll be in East Lansing, but then they have Iowa after that here, and then they got the Oregon game. Right?
That's fair.
That's my concern is they're not going to get tested at all.
Okay. So let's do some recent history.
All right.
Last year, your national champions was the Wolverines.
Right.
Their schedule looked just like this.
It did. No doubt about it. Yes, it did.
They won every game. So what are you talking about?
I'm just saying, as a fan, I look at it that's part. I told you earlier, I was worried about the running back depth because of what's happened in the last few years. I'm just a little bit worried about having such a cake schedule to the start of the season.
If that team up north did that last year and they can do it, this team better be able to do it.
I'm not comparing us to Michigan. I'm not going to do that.
I'm just saying. We're better than them, so
I would hope so.
So if that team could do it, then we can do it.
It's just
would you say that this roster is better than the Wolverines roster last year?
I do believe that's true.
All right.
I believe also this team though has a tougher game to play than Michigan had to play in the regular season last year.
What, the Oregon game?
At Oregon.
I got to go look at their schedule. I don't remember who they even played.
Michigan?
Let me look it up.
They got Ohio State at home, obviously. And they had the weak non-conference schedule we're talking about. I mean, I don't think their schedule, maybe I'm wrong.
Let me look.
I don't think their schedule was all that last year. I could be wrong on that. I'm not sure.
They opened up to see.
Michigan?
Maybe I went the wrong way. Okay. They opened it up with Fresno State.
Okay. That sounds right.
Did they open it up with Fresno State? Hold on. I'm trying to make sure I'm looking at the right thing. Okay. Wait.
Now, great. Michigan obviously played tough games at the end of the season with the playoff. Okay, this is their schedule last year. You ready? Host East Carolina, UNLV, Bowling Green, and Rutgers. That's their first 4. Then they played at Nebraska, at Minnesota, host Indiana, at Michigan State, host Purdue.
Their best game was Penn State.
At Penn State, at Maryland, host Ohio State, and then the inept, offensively challenged Iowa team in the Big Ten Championship.
So they had 2 big games on their schedule. How many big games Ohio State got this year? 3?
I would probably say 3, yeah.
Penn State.
Maybe 4. Look, Iowa's no joke.
So 4. Iowa, Penn State,
here, at Penn State, at Oregon, and Michigan here.
Okay.
Yeah.
So they got 2 more tougher games.
Yep.
Okay.
So, but again, I don't. It's the game at Oregon is much tougher than any game Michigan had last year.
Oh, I agree with that.
And it's no disrespect to Ohio State last year. They got Ohio State at home. Ohio State on the road last year could have been a different outcome, but Oregon on the road is the one that I think is the.
Yeah, that is a lot of people that I know said that playing in Eugene it's just different.
Yeah.
So I mean, the thing is, the best thing to do when you know that atmosphere is going to be like that, you got to get up early. You got to go in there and you got to hit them in the mouth early so they can take the fans out of it. That's how you settle those type of
I totally agree. Yeah, that's what they got to do. But that'll be a fun one to watch also. But I don't know from a player standpoint, and maybe it doesn't matter to you guys. Maybe as a player, it doesn't matter because, like you said, the stats, you're going for stats also in the game. You don't want to get beat, no matter who the opponent is. But I just wonder if a tougher game in the early part of the season would benefit this team, and that might not just because how many newcomers we have this year. You know what I mean?
I think it depends on how much. I like the Akron because I need to know how much Chip Kelly's changing to the offense.
Right.
And you got new pieces that you coming in, so you need them to get that chemistry down.
Right.
Like you don't want them to open up the season and have all these new pieces that's being plugged in.
Yeah.
And game one, you got to be ready. It's got to be clicking on all cylinders. Like I want them to have that game experience in their bag, so by the time they get to Oregon, all right, we've played with each other for a long time. We understand Chip Kelly's playbook. We see how Caleb Downs fits in. I've been around this defense. We all play off each other. We got a feel for each other, so we know what to do in situations. I think that's the perfect recipe.
Yeah, you're probably right on that one, Tyvis. I like the fact though that yes, it because of how many we've got a transfer running back, a transfer quarterback in, the offensive line's got things to work on. That's the part that that's one reason I'm okay with them opening up with such a cupcake early on. No disrespect.
Yeah, they got time to figure it out.
Right.
Iron out all the kinks.
Yes. And Jeremiah Smith, I believe he's the first offensive freshman to start in the Ryan Day era, which is cool. Good for him. All right, that'll put a wrap on our show tonight. Make sure you stick around because coming up after us, Amber and Ian. Tyvis, a lot of fun, buddy. I always love seeing you. Love seeing your smile. Thanks, Timmy Hall, for sticking around. Thanks, Bodie, for all you did. Make sure you guys stick around because coming up next, Amber and Ian right here on 97.1 The Fan.
During this 10-second promo, Rothman will lose money gambling on something.
People like you come here and blow the family nest egg that built this town.
Rothman and Ice.
Weekdays from noon to 3.
The Fan.
Go behind the scenes of one of the most recognizable landmarks in all of college athletics with a tour of Ohio Stadium. A seasoned redcoat will be your guide as you make your way through walls of the stadium, into the press box, and onto the field. Upgrade to the VIP package and get special access to the band center and the Ohio State home locker room. From corporate outings and school groups to single-person tours and small families, Ohio Stadium Tours offers a variety of options and pricing that will meet your needs. For more information, visit OhioStateBuckeyes.com and book your tour of Ohio Stadium today.
Hi, I'm Archie Griffin, two-time Heisman Trophy winner. The right coverage can be a game changer, both on and off the field. That's why Encova Insurance is prepared for what's next and protects what matters most to you. With independent insurance agents in your neighborhood and innovative insurance products that can be tailored to fit your unique needs, Encova Insurance is an easy win for your peace of mind. For auto, home, and business insurance, you want Encova on your team. Visit Encova.com today to find an agent near you.
Hey Buckeye fans, the best new resort in the country is right here in the state of Ohio. Introducing the Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. Whether it's family fun, an adult getaway, a conference or event, there's no place like it. It's a year-round destination with the best golf, med spa, dining, salon and spa, pools, lounges, and activities. The Grand Resort will be the best staycation you've ever had. Go to the website, thegrandresort.com, or call 330-856-1900. The Grand Resort in Warren, Ohio. We're waiting for you.
Come on over to Heartland.
Now, to run a successful business, you need to develop a strong relationship with your accountant, your attorney, and most importantly, your community banker. If you find it hard to get advice from your bank, maybe it's time to consider Heartland. I'm Scott McComb, CEO. Come on over to Heartland, where banking really feels good.
Where banking feels good. Member FDIC, Equal Housing Lender.
Raid wants to know, what would you do if you could confidently face every day knowing you and your loved ones are protected? Would you sing along to your favorite song at the top of your lungs? Turn off the GPS and let your heart do the guiding. Go to the drive-thru and order one of everything. Feel the buzz of confidence of knowing you are protected with 65 years of insect science in your hands. Raid. Protection for everyone.
Meet Cheryl. Hey. She's on vacation and lost in the moment. Unfortunately, so is her Chase debit card.
It's gotta be somewhere.
Maybe she lost it at salsa night.
These skirts should have pockets.
Or maybe she lost it at Pilates.
3 and 2 and...
But she's not worried. With the Chase mobile app, she can lock her card till it turns up. Tools that help protect. One bank that puts you in control. Visit chase.com/checking. Chase, make more of what's yours.
Chase mobile app is available for select mobile devices. Message and data rates may apply. JP Morgan Chase Bank, N.A. member FDIC.